Have you ever felt hopeless?
Maybe you're stuck in a glass jar.
In our internship, we learned how to remove lids.
And breaking jars.
And with our help, so can you.
So this is Victoria.
And this is Makai.
And we work at Lively
Paradox.
We took an agilities test and we found out that we both share the same skills, which is developing others. But while Victoria has evaluating and expecting,
Makai has innovating.
and she has serving and caring.
But she has managing, and we work to use our agilities in our workplace to make it a better environment for both of us.
We came across a report that was done in 1971, and this report shows us that freedom, dignity, and justice, things as such, have not changed for over the span of 50 years, and that's a problem.
The problem statement we identified was finding ways to simplify complex ideas so that they are more understandable and digestible for people across a wide audience.
The solutions we came up with is we published and authored a book, and we used TikTok to leverage it.
So our first project, we wrote a book called The Breaking Jars, The Story of Fleas and Learned Helplessness. This is the flea story. A scientist took some fleas and placed them within a glass jar with no lid, and fleas did what they do best, and they jumped up, out, and around the jar. Later on, the scientist placed a lid on it and eventually removed it. The scientists discovered that the fleas continued to jump, but never high enough to get out of the jar, despite the fact that there was no lid. This developed the term learned helplessness, the idea that after being in a situation so many times, you no longer believe you have the capacity to change the outcome. We wanted to address learned helplessness within people in power, so that we can have so that people
can learn that regardless of the learned helplessness, that they can have a chance or a fighting chance. We also use ChatGPT to help edit and correct our grammar. The second project we used was TikTok and Instagram. We also helped learn Lively Paradox to understand new generations while still keeping their old generations engaged. We helped her navigate algorithms and choose content that was still on brand.
So these are our next steps. Throughout our internship, we learned different competencies and we built our different skills. These were the 4 that we focused on. Ethical use of AI. People have this big fear around new AI, but we learned ethical ways to use it to simplify and clarify our language. The second one was simplifying concepts for a wide audience. Learned helplessness is a big topic. We wanted to make sure it was digestible and understandable to different audiences. The third one was book publishing. We had to make sure our content was understandable and coherent for different people. The fourth one was business development. We learned to stay on brand, how to build a brand, and how to monetize a product.
So thanks to Lively Paradox, we got exposed to new things, such as being in a room with experts who are experts at entrepreneurship, retail, business, and such things to learn the ins and out of business. And then we also went to Stylers Institute, so we could be on keynotes and give our opinions as new generations to help break barriers between the generations between us so we can all figure out how to work together. We've also been in rooms and put our input on CEOs of the healthcare industry in Kansas City, Kansas. And then we've also sat in on a health commission so we can figure out what's going on in our city at this moment in time. We're published authors. We wrote a book.
Our book is called Breaking Jars, The Story of Fleas and Learned Helplessness, and it is available for purchase on Amazon. Thank you.